Good morning, everybody. Once again, I do not have a topic for today's video, but because I want to try and maintain consistency, I just pressed the record button anyway. And I guess that is probably one of the things that we could discuss is doing something even though you don't want to. That's something that I'm really struggling with lately. There was a time in my life where I feel like I was pretty well on top of it. And I had a lot of, a lot of different tasks that needed to be completed. Getting my car registered, whether it was sticking to appointments or scheduling things. I was always pretty well on top of that stuff, and I feel like lately I've been having kind of a rough time with it, and I don't really know what it is. It's something strange, like I'm having a hard time getting my stuff together, if that makes any sense. And I don't really know how to solve that problem because, okay, so when I was very productive, I had this service that I subscribed to called Beeminder, and what it was is it was something called a commitment device, where basically I had tasks that I was supposed to perform every single day. And if I didn't do the task, I would have to pay, a certain amount of money. And I wasn't really thinking about it. I since then I've stopped using it, but I wasn't really thinking about it until just now. But maybe that was the key to why I was able to stay on top of things so well, is because I had this commitment device. And at the time, I remember thinking, man, this is good. I'm getting all my stuff done. I have to do it. If I don't, then I have to pay money. So it was like a really good motivator for me to do it, to do everything that I had on my list. It wasn't a large number of things, but they were key pivotal things, like make sure that I check my to-do list every day, and make sure I schedule a time to do everything on my to-do list every day. Those kinds of pivotal things that I have 100% control over. There's a lot of stuff that I don't have control over, but making sure that I check my to-do list every day, that's something that I can do. No one else is going to take that away or interfere in that. It's something that's easy to do. The world could be burning and I still would have enough self-control to check that to-do list. So it was those kinds of pivotal things, and I think that really helped me to get stuff done, and I may need to reinstate that, because my first child was born, and I turned off that service because I didn't know what my life was going to look like. And if you've ever had a kid, you know that the stress and the uncertainty of the way everything is going to go can be pretty overwhelming, and having to worry about the rest of the areas of your life is kind of overwhelming. So I shut it off. I had it turned off so that I could focus on my newborn baby. And then I turned it back on, and things, picked up again. And then I moved. This year, I've moved. I've had to deal with the birth of another child. My wife sprained her ankle pretty badly, and it's been something that she's struggling with for the last 9 months, I guess it is, that she sprained 9 months ago that she sprained her ankle, and we're still trying to figure that out. But And in addition to that, there have been other things, but it's it's been tough to stay on top of everything because of like a lot of little things like that. And yeah, I'm finally kind of getting in. Oh, we moved again, by the way. Not only did we move the first time, but we moved again, so we've moved twice this year. The amount of things is just making it really tough to stay on top of everything. And I'm finally at a place now in my life where I feel like I can get all of my things together, and I can start doing my stuff again. So yeah, I think reinstating that commitment device is probably a really good thing. I had that turned on for a long time. It was a while that I did. I forgot that how useful that was. It really helped motivate me to get all of my things done, because I'm running into the same scenario today that was the same reason that I turned it on before. And it just helped me to stay on track. I think that there's something to the different kinds of motivations. Like, people will work hard to get something they do not have, that they want, but then people will work harder to keep from losing something that they already have. And I think that that's the idea behind Beeminder and that commitment device. Is it's a tool for you to say, hey, you've got $8 or $10 or $50 or $100 that you're going to have to pay if you do not do the thing that you said you were going to do. And that fear of loss, the fear of saying, I don't want to have to pay that, it's just that little bit of extra fire underneath your butt that it really just, it tips the scale so that you actually do the thing that you set out to do. And I think that that can be really useful. And it doesn't have to be Beeminder, although that was the tool that I did use. Sometimes I think people, if you have a friend that you go to that you don't want to disappoint, maybe that one thing can be enough to actually make you do the things that you don't want to do but are good for you. Yeah, that idea of a commitment device, I spent a lot of time thinking about it, because at the time that I was using it, it was very useful, and I forgot how important it was. And isn't that funny how you can learn something and know that it's a good thing and forget, you know what I mean? One of the things that I have done for a lot of periods in my life is I spent time in prayer, and that I know is something that's good for me. And when I remember that lesson, I go back to that and I treat it very seriously. But as time goes on, I kind of forget. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't remember the lesson that I learned about how good my life is when I spend time in prayer. And I think that I need to go back to those things. I need to go back to the basic things that help me live my life. And one of those things is, prayer, and the other one is turning on that commitment device with Beeminder. I remember that being very helpful. So, yeah, that is one of the things that I've been struggling with lately. If you enjoyed this type of content, please subscribe to my channel, and I love hearing comments from you guys. So if you have a comment, I'd love to hear it. I have so few subscribers at the moment that it's, if you leave a comment I will be ecstatic, and I will probably reply to it as soon as I possibly can. Anyways, all right, well, I'll talk to you guys later. You enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video.